Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of WWE 2K18 featuring the Sin City Saint, Mr. Immortal Among Men, Johnny Graves. I'm not really sure why I threw a Mr. in front of that. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me once again. Of course, last night at the Royal Rumble, Johnny Graves defeated his former partner Randy Orton, earned a spot in the Royal Rumble, came in at number 27, won the Royal Rumble, and has sealed his fate. He will be in the WrestleMania main event against Samoa Joe. Tonight is the first week of February, so we are still about 2 months out. Before we get there. Apparently, Todd's letting us know the champ is up to something, namely me. I don't know how he managed to do it, but your match tonight is a handicap match against him and your former tag team partner. So somehow Samoa Joe went to the powers that be and got himself a little 2-on-1 handicap match. Samoa Joe clearly trying to soften Johnny up before their big WrestleMania match, and that's fine. That's fine. I got no problem with that, Joe. Johnny has no problem with that either. More importantly, you want to fight Johnny? Johnny will fight you. He ain't scared. And here we go. The music hits, and that can only mean that the Sin City Saint Johnny Graves is about to make his way to the ring to take on the team of Randy Orton and Samoa Joe. And this is a rivalry that has been brewing really since Johnny was called up to the main roster. Johnny was called up to the main roster from NXT and was basically told that his role here on Monday Night Raw, his role on the main roster, was going to be to watch Samoa Joe's back, to make sure Samoa Joe remained Universal Champion. And this entire time, Samoa Joe has remained Universal Champion, and a lot of that is because of Johnny Graves. He prevented a lot of men from capitalizing on their opportunities and taking that title away from Samoa Joe. Of course, that's not who Johnny Graves is, though. That's not who Johnny is. He's not second fiddle. He's not the man that is going to be okay standing in someone else's shadow. So, of course, Johnny's plan was always to dethrone Joe. His plan was always to become the man, to become Universal Champion. Of course, he won Money in the Bank. He refused to hand his briefcase over to Stephanie and Joe, instead deciding to cash it in a few months later. Of course, Randy Orton prevented him from accomplishing that goal. But so my point is, that was a lot of rambling, just to let you know that my point is, this rivalry between Samoa Joe and Johnny Graves has really been kind of simmering under the surface since Johnny's first night on Raw. And now this rivalry is finally starting to boil over. It's finally coming to a head. Of course, Johnny thought he was done with Randy Orton after defeating him at the Royal Rumble. Picture perfect drop kick there from Orton. But no, Samoa Joe bringing Randy Orton back into this confrontation, back into this rivalry. Of course, Randy Orton is the WWE champion. He belongs on SmackDown, not on Raw. Not sure why Stephanie McMahon and Mick Foley continue to let Randy Orton be here. He's not even supposed to be on this show. But anyway, getting back to the match, Randy Orton down on the floor, and now Johnny Graves stomping away. Johnny did defeat Randy last night at the Royal Rumble, but I don't think Johnny's done by a long shot. I don't think Johnny has exacted his revenge in any way, shape, or form. As now Orton slams. No, Johnny fighting back, though. Orton looked to take advantage, and now Orton gets tossed into... No, Orton fighting back now. Neither man giving up. Neither man backing down. Big kick to the back of the knee there from Johnny, and again slams Orton into the barricade, and now straight right hands rocking Randy Orton. Johnny now going to roll back into the ring. This is a very reminiscent, very similar to how last night's Royal Rumble match started, as Johnny just drives his knee into the face of Orton. Johnny now back into the ring, turns his attention to Joe. Big right hand knocks Joe off of the apron. Johnny catches Orton with a knee. Orton thought he could get back in the ring and get Johnny from behind, but Johnny was ready. Johnny was ready Now he gets Orton back to his feet. Johnny Graves whips him over the top rope. What's he got in mind here? Johnny Graves, another drop kick, sends Orton to the floor. And now Johnny gonna taunt. Johnny gonna show these fans, show Randy Orton, show Samoa Joe that he is in firm control. He's not backing down. He's not scared. It's again a right hand to Joe. Again, Joe falls to the floor, and Graves turns his attention back to Orton as he gets back into the ring. Oh, Orton catches him. Johnny may have hesitated a little too long there with those strikes, but Orton taking Graves back to the corner, but Joe was not there. He's on the apron now, but he wasn't there when Randy was looking for the tag, and now Graves fighting back. Nope, Orton whips him over the top rope now. Uh-oh. Randy Orton has Graves over that middle rope, and a big neck breaker from Orton. Johnny Graves is down. Johnny Graves is stunned, but no, Johnny fighting back. Big jawbreaker there onto Orton. Catches him. Oh, drives the knee right into the face. All right, Johnny, you're gonna want to get Orton out of that corner. You don't want Joe making a blind tag, and he does just that. Is now missing the double knees. Orton getting out of the way. Big right hand has him hooked. Oh man, diving reverse DDT. Johnny gonna go to the outside. Orton gonna follow him out there, and Johnny catches him in the gut and then drives the knees into the face once again. Oh, big quick series of strikes there, and that spinning back kick drops Orton. Back into the ring now. Johnny feeling it once again. Just gonna let the referee do his thing. At this point, I don't think Johnny's above taking a count-out win. Oh, Johnny missing. Oh, but he catches Joe the second time. And then again catches Orton moving in on him from behind. And Graves now sends Orton into the corner. Nope, Orton reversing. Oh, Johnny reversing with a big kick to the face. Now, another strong series of strikes. It's now Orton looking to get to the ring ropes to pull himself up, and Johnny's going to stop him from getting back to his feet. Orton up, though. Johnny catches him. Oh, big neck breaker down across the knee. Once again, Orton crawling to the ropes, looking to get back to his feet, looking to get back into this match, and a big kick to the small of the back takes him down. Orton now. I don't think Orton even sees what's about to happen to him. Johnny gets him hooked, gets him up. Star Killer. Star Killer. Now Johnny going to pull Orton away from the ropes. Rolls him over, hooks the leg. 1, 2, no. Samoa Joe breaks it up. Nope, Johnny missing the knee. Catches Joe and gets him off the apron. Once again, Johnny going to go for the cover. 1. No, Orton kicked out. Too much time. Too much time had elapsed, and Orton was able to recover. Johnny taking Orton over the top rope. No, Orton reversing. Oh, sunset flip into the pin. Referee in position 1. No, Graves kicks out after 1. Nice move there from Orton. Not something you see every day, and a big clothesline from Orton. Oh, Johnny ducks under the other one. Oh, no, he catches the kick. Back and forth. Oh, again ducking the clothesline. Blocking the punch back and forth. These two men go in the exploder suplex from Orton, and now both men are down. Both men down. Orton's starting to stir, though. Orton slowly getting back to his feet. Johnny not moving a whole lot after that series of reversals and back and forth. Orton gets Graves back to his feet now, gets him up. Olympic slam from Orton. What an Olympic slam from Orton. Now, here we go, vintage Orton measuring Graves and then drives the knee down across the forehead. And once again, getting Graves up to his feet. Big right hand. Nope, Graves slips out. Catches Orton from behind, and again, that neck breaker. And Randy Orton is in all kinds of trouble. This has been pretty much all Graves. Oh, big shot there from Graves. Orton stunned. Graves back into the ring. Big knee to the gut, and then the Hurricanrana takes Orton down. And Graves feeling it. Orton again trying to get to the ropes, trying to get himself back to his feet. Whips Orton into the corner once again. Oh, and then the big knees catches him. Orton looking to crawl to his corner, but Johnny's going to stop him. Now Johnny to the corner. Measures Orton. Here comes Graves. No, Orton sweeps the leg out from under him, and Graves goes down. Graves looking for that big knee in the RKO. The RKO out of nowhere from Orton. 1, 2, No, Johnny kicks out. Oh my God. Randy Orton with the RKO out of nowhere. Johnny Graves able to kick out at 2, and I thought maybe Orton was going to go for a pin or a tag there, excuse me, but I guess he feels like he has Graves where he wants. I guess he feels like he wants revenge for last night. Okay, no, now Orton's going to make the tag, and here comes Samoa Joe. And this is the problem here. Johnny Graves already been hit with the RKO, and Samoa Joe is fresh. This is his first time into the ring. Enziguri from Joe. Now Joe rolling. Graves over. What's he got in mind here? Oh, Boston Crab. Boston Crab, but no. Johnny right there at the ropes, able to reach out. Forces the referee to break it, and Johnny's going to fight back. Missing the knee. Missing the knee, and snake eyes down across the top rope. This is it. Between Graves and Orton, we had a brawl going on, but now Samoa Joe, he's fresh. Johnny has hit him with a couple of right hands that took him off the apron, but other than that, Samoa Joe, fresh as a daisy, as they say. But he might not be after this. Johnny Graves looking for the knee. No, again! Again gets his legs swept out from under him. This time it's Joe getting out of the way. Oh my God, what a series of strikes. My God. Oh, and then the knee right to the mouth of Joe. Now Graves measuring Joe. He wants him back on his feet. Has him hooked. Gets him up. No, Joe fighting out of it. Joe fighting out of it. Big knife edge chop, kick to the gut. Oh, and the big cutter from Samoa Joe. And this is the problem. Johnny Graves, though, fighting back. Rolling Joe through. Big kick right to the ear. Joe stumbles back into the corner. Johnny follows him in. No, Johnny missing the double knees. Big double chops there from Samoa Joe. Oh, my God, what a German suplex from Joe. This is the problem with these 2-on-1 matches. Big knee from Graves. You fight and you fight and you fight. You wear your opponent down, but then they have a fresh partner to tag in, and you just don't. You just don't have a fresh partner to tag in. You have to strike fast and you have to strike early. Try to keep your opponents down. Joe avoiding that one, but a big right hand and a super kick to the back of the neck. Super kick to the back of the neck, and Joe is down. Graves back into the ring. Oh, and a big right hand catches Orton. Referees counts up to 7. I think Graves is going to be happy with a count out win here. Big count out win here. Graves wants Joe. Oh, no. No. Wait. Ref. Johnny wasn't even attempting to get outside the ring. Why would you hold him back? Why would you stop the count? Samoa Joe avoids the knee. Gets him up. Oh, my God, what a slam. And wisely, Graves rolling out of the ring. Oh, and hangs Joe up over the top rope. Smart move there from Graves. Big knee to the gut now. Gets him up. And Hurricanrana from Graves. Now Joe. No. Oh, Johnny beat up, exhausted, needing to catch his breath. And that allowed Samoa Joe to make the tag to Orton. But Johnny Graves wisely going to roll out of the ring, not letting Orton build any type of momentum. Johnny Graves now back into the ring, and the knee catches him right on the side of the ear. Side of the skull, excuse me. And now Johnny has him hooked. Gets him up. Star Killer. And Samoa Joe is down on the outside of the ring. Samoa Joe on the outside recovering. Johnny rolls him over. Come on, Johnny. Get in position, ref. 1, 2, 3, and Johnny Graves has done it. Johnny Graves has defeated Randy Orton and Samoa Joe in a 1-on-2 handicap match. As we take a look at the highlights, Johnny Graves doing a good job at dividing and conquering throughout this match, getting Orton on his back and then trying to get Joe off the apron to maybe attempt to have a pinfall in a 1-on-1 situation. And here we see the RKO out of nowhere. Excuse me. Randy Orton catching Graves with that RKO, hooks the leg. 1, 2, somehow somehow Graves digging down deep and finding a way to kick out of that as we see the super kick right to the back of the neck. We're not going to see the last Star Killer that put Orton away for good, but what a win. What a statement win for Johnny Graves. Once again defeating Orton, defeating the man that he will face for the Universal title in Samoa Joe. Big win for the Sin City Saint. Once again in the backstage area with our boy Toddy Mullins. What's up, Toddy? You like that? You like what you saw out there? Hey now, Slick still got that Royal Rumble afterglow in your cheeks. Bro, what? Pause. What? I can see why the champ needed help. He's easy. Light work. Ha. That's promo material. That's it. Or that's promo material, that is. Save it. Hopefully this isn't going to become a regular thing. It's unfair. You can only take so much. Oh, Todd. I mean, you're right. Let's be honest. Johnny's only human. Johnny's not superhuman. Johnny can't fight the whole world, even though maybe he'll want to. Maybe he'll try if that's what he's up against. But no, Johnny probably can't take on the entire world all by himself. So, you know, whatever. But I guess Todd has our back. He's gonna do what he can with his producer authority to make sure that ridiculous things like this don't happen anymore. Let's just go ahead and jump ahead to week 2 of February, because I'm feeling pumped. I'm feeling amped. I'm feeling good. I want to have a strong run heading into WrestleMania. All right, here we are in week 2, and I guess Seth Rollins. What's Seth Rollins got to say to us? Good performance last week, man. I appreciate that, Seth. Thank you so much. Thanks, Seth. Kind of lame that Joe was trying to mess with me, but whatever. Par for the course, right? You held your own despite the disadvantage. I was impressed. Probably already know this, but I don't like those guys. Okay. I didn't know that, but okay. I lack the words to express how passionately I hate them. I detest everything about their existence. Yeah, I thought we were on the same wavelength. Can't stand them. Right now, we have a common enemy. And I've got your back in tonight's match. Wait, what match? What tonight's match? What are you talking about? Seth, don't take this the wrong way, but I need to caution you. I've already been burned once already by a partner. Hey, I'm not like that jackass. I'm Seth Rollins. I'm on your side, and I'll prove it to you tonight. Oh, really? Like you were on Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns' side? See you in the ring, partner. Alright, so apparently Seth Rollins was not lying. We are going to team up tonight to take on Randy Orton and Samoa Joe. And for some reason, oddly, finally, the game has decided to let Alexa Bliss accompany me to the ring. Finally. I don't know what was going on with that. But apparently tonight, Johnny Graves will team up with the architect, Seth freaking Rollins. Ladies and gentlemen, do not touch your remotes. Do not get up and go get a drink or a snack or anything like that, because tonight's match, you want to talk about star power. You want to talk about the biggest names in the wrestling industry today. You got 4 of them in this match. Johnny Graves, Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Tag team action coming up here on Raw. Pay-per-view caliber talent, pay-per-view caliber match. And you are going to get it for free right here tonight. It's Johnny Graves in the ring. well, at ringside now. You see him standing there next to Alexa Bliss, kind of discussing strategy, talking about what they're going to do. Johnny's not sure if he can trust Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins hasn't exactly always had the best track record when it comes to being able to trust him. And now he just comes out of nowhere and he's like, hey, Grace, you don't like Samoa Joe. You don't like Randy Orton. I don't like Samoa Joe. I don't like Randy Orton. Let's team up. Let's be friends. Let's not like them together. Let's go beat them up as a team, as partners. What I don't think Seth Rollins thinks that Johnny understands is that when Johnny first came to Raw, Seth Rollins was the first man he screwed out of a Universal title shot with Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins faced Samoa Joe for the Universal title. And Johnny Graves attacked Rollins. He beat Rollins up. He interfered in the match. He made sure that Seth Rollins never became Universal Champion. And I don't know if Seth Rollins forgot that or if Seth Rollins thinks that Johnny has forgot that. But Johnny has not forgot. Johnny doesn't forget anything. Johnny doesn't forget anything. He knows that Seth Rollins failed to become Universal Champion because of him. And that's why, I think that's why Johnny has Alexa Bliss out here tonight. That's why he has Alexa Bliss at ringside. To have eyes in the back of his head, so to speak, to watch Seth Rollins. Because I don't think Johnny trusts Seth Rollins in any way, shape, or form. And I don't think he should. Definitely want to talk about Seth Rollins more than Randy Orton and Samoa Joe. Because let's be honest, we already know what's going on between Randy Orton and Samoa Joe and Johnny Grace. To be honest, the whole thing with Randy Orton should be over. Johnny settled that. Johnny finished that. Why Orton keeps getting pulled over to Raw to deal with this stuff, I don't know. Johnny's going to start off with a series of kicks right to the gut and then a quick strike. Oh my God, Johnny. Showing the speed in those hands and then the knee right to the jaw, and Orton is down and Orton is in trouble early. Graves gets Orton back to his feet, whips him into the corner. Orton, wrong corner to be in if you're Randy Orton, but Randy Orton fighting out of it though. Now Orton going to send Johnny into his corner. Not a good corner for Johnny. Johnny reversing now. Now Johnny going to send Orton right back into his corner. So back and forth, these two teams go. Oh, Johnny making the tag to Seth Rollins, tossing Orton halfway across the ring. And now what's this? What's this? Oh my God, beautiful double team maneuver there from, and a springboard Phoenix splash from Rollins. So after all that talk about not believing that Johnny really trusts Seth Rollins, I don't think whether or not Johnny trusts him is important. He's definitely going to use Seth Rollins tonight to get this win. Gotta believe that Johnny doesn't want to lose. And now here, double team here from Samoa Joe and Randy Orton. Big clothesline in the corner. Johnny Graves taunting Samoa Joe. Seth Rollins sweeping the legs out from under him. Rollins is no slouch in between the ropes. Former WWE World Heavyweight Champion in his own right. And now, oh, big DDT. Former multiple-time tag team champion, former United States champion. Seth Rollins has done just about everything there is to do in the WWE in a very short period of time, as now he hangs Samoa Joe up over the ropes. Seth, you got to be careful, man. Stop wandering over to that corner, man. You don't want to be in that corner. Oh, Samoa Joe, big boot right to the side of the face. And now Samoa Joe belly-to-belly suplex. And just like that, Samoa Joe can turn the complexion of a match completely around. He sends Rollins into the corner again. Now, once again, Joe's going to hold Rollins in a big boot to the face from Orton. Once again, Joe and Orton working as a team here, but Johnny from behind, a shot to the back of the head, stuns Orton, and that gives Rollins enough time. Fireman's carry taking Orton down. Rollins got mine here. Big shot to the back of the neck. It's going to bring him over to the corner. Oh, drives him face first into the turnbuckle. No, Orton reversing. Now Orton going to send Rollins into his corner. This is not good for Seth Rollins. No, Seth Rollins fighting out. Seth Rollins hooks the arms. Oh my God, dropping Orton right on the back of his neck. Once again, Rollins sends Orton into the corner. You see it here. No, Orton again. Orton again avoiding any kind of double team maneuver as he sends Rollins back into his own corner, makes a tag to Joe. Oh, and once again, Orton gonna launch Joe into the corner. Big clothesline, and Rollins goes down. And Rollins crawling desperately towards the corner, and Joe's gonna stop him from getting there. Rollins fighting him off though, kicking Joe off. So now Seth Rollins gonna pull Samoa Joe over to his side of the ring. Beautiful tag team wrestling there, cutting the ring off, keeping Joe on his side of the ring, and then making the tag to the fresh man. Johnny Graves whipping Joe into the corner. Oh, no, Joe reversing. And a belly-to-belly suplex to Graves. And these two men, Johnny Graves and Samoa Joe, they haven't met in the ring a whole lot, but these two definitely have a history. I mean, they have had some of the most brutal backstage brawls you will ever see. And Johnny catches Joe right in the gut, and then a kick right to the mouth. And that's what I'm talking about. There is no love lost between Johnny Graves and Samoa Joe. These two men do not like each other. Both men want to be Universal Champion as Johnny misses the double knees in the corner. Now Joe looking to bring Johnny over to his side of the ring, but no, Graves going to fight out of it, driving his elbows into the sternum of Joe, backing him off. Big shot to the gut, and then the knees to the nose, forehead, facial region area, and a big, oh man, big series of strikes there melts Joe to the canvas. And you can just see with every punch, every knee, every kick, every suplex as Joe hits a massive right hand is just delivered with so much animosity, so much disdain. Orton now getting, no. Nice reversal there from Graves. I almost forgot Graves' name. So now Graves, big shot to the gut. Goes up. Hurricanrana takes Orton down once again. Uh-oh. Johnny Graves drives the knee right into the side of the head of Orton. Now here we go. Johnny Graves looking to put Orton away early here. Hooks the arm, gets him up. Star Killer. Johnny Graves, oh, big right hand to Joe. Joe's down. Johnny makes the cover. Referee in position 1, 2, 3, and they did it. Johnny Graves and Seth Rollins, big win here tonight. The first time these two men have ever teamed up, ever been in the ring on the same side. And they worked pretty well as a team. Saw some nice double team maneuvers from them. Seth Rollins was in the ring for a long time getting pummeled, but in the end, he does make the tag to Graves, and then Graves able to put the match away. As you see, Orton and Joe, they also worked very well as a team. Maybe a little bit better than Johnny and Seth did, if I'm being honest. But in the end, that knee right to the side of the head, follows it up with a Star Killer. Make sure Joe can't interfere, and Graves gets the 1, 2, 3, and there you see it. Johnny Graves and Seth Rollins, big victory for them. So kudos to those two men. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you're enjoying this series, be sure to hit the thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, subscribe. Hit the little bell notification icon so you can be sure to be kept up to date every time I post something new. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. I'm out for now, but I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.